My next guest also has been worried about this economy for many of the things you just heard Rick talk about. Joining me, Bell Point Chief Strategist David Nelson. You know, David, he talked about the inflation stuff you talked about, and of course, a lot of that coming from the government spending that just won't stop.
It's clear, and what we're talking about, there's really, and what was in that last segment, is there's two economies out there, for those at the top, those at the bottom, and demand for essentials is inelastic, right? You've still got to put food on the table, and so inflation may be coming down, but prices aren't, and every mom in America knows that when they go to the grocery store.
And when Rick talked about this, 15 to 20% of folks who don't have bank accounts. You know, of course, when the Fed embarked on this whole rate hiking cycle, the idea was to make sure that other folks who might normally, get loans could get loans, right? The financial conditions did get tougher, but all of a sudden they've gotten a lot easier. And it just makes me wonder, and a lot of other people wonder, did the Fed go far enough? Did the Fed sniff out inflation to the point where they should be taking victory laps and cutting?
It doesn't look like that, and you can see it in the data, and I think they sense that. And I've been wrong on this all along. We've been pushing out that idea that they're going to cut. But the other side of that is there's somewhere out there are issues out there that we're working with within the financial sector, certainly within regional banking. One of the biggest risks we have right now is within the regional banks right now. There's something out there lurking with rates as high as they are.
What's the worst thing right now, though? A short-term recession, that they miss it, and then we get a short-term recession, or that they cut too soon and inflation rockets higher?
For the market right now, I'm actually shifting gears right now. We're just looking coming in. I saw the VIX below 13. Complacency is really high. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is buying insurance. In fact, some hedge funds out there are so confident they're selling insurance even at these levels.
I want to ask you about Boeing. That's the company's just been a mess, right? I mean, I used to have 4 stocks I told people never to sell. This is one of them.
Yeah.
Of course, they're going to have a new CEO. I don't know why the guy's waiting to the end of the year.
That ain't going to happen. He's going to be gone much sooner. Much sooner than that. I don't think shareholders would stand for that.
The question, though, is who can replace him? There's been some scuttlebutt about the guy at GE, which is quietly on fire. No one talks about it anymore. The stock's up huge. Full disclosure, I bought some last year. 2022 I bought some. It's killing it.
Yeah.
But you have to have a real unique skill set to do that job. How the hell do you pull that job off?
Really difficult. It's going to have to be somebody who's a combination, probably an engineer, but certainly somebody that as a turnaround specialist like that. Larry Culp would be absolutely perfect. He's the kind of iconic figure who needs to come in and change the culture. Right. Because there's a fine balance between, aircraft delivery and safety. And they've clearly crossed that line. They're going to have to take that culture and revamp it.
Okay, and let me get your thoughts on this market real quick. Where do you think we're going?
The tenor of the market is obviously changing. When was the last time financials were on the leaderboard? Energy doing what it's doing. You're seeing, and it's been building really over the last month. I think it's a good thing.
All right. Hey, David, great stuff.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. All right, folks, watch out, P.T. Barnum, because there's a new circus in town. And gamblers, woo! Wait till you see what Wall Street's cooking up for you next. Stay with us.